the Studio Series Core Class Ironhide and Ratchet. Every time I look into a monitor, Prime, I see Captain Kyle. What the fuck? Yes, I am Captain Kyle, and I have these Core Class Studio Series versions of Ironhide and Ratchet. I've had them for a little bit, but I finally wanted to show them to you guys. If you haven't gotten them, they may be something you're into. I haven't even taken them out of the box, but I'm going to do that for you so we can go through them and see if they'd be good in your collection. Be right back. So, of course, we're all aware of the fate of Ratchet and Ironhide in Transformers the movie. It wasn't a fun fate. And every time I watch the movie, I'm like, oh man, and his circuits were sizzling and everything. I decided to do these guys together because I have a feeling the transformation is pretty much identical, so why repeat myself? Again, why repeat myself? So let's take out Ironhide, who is labeled, is it plastic-free packaging? Doesn't say. But it's those pain-in-the-ass paper strings, so it takes a little bit more to get through them than the plastic ones, but that's okay, that's okay. I like the environment, I live in the environment, so I'm good with that. So Ironhide and Ratchet, I'm assuming Ratchet even though I haven't opened up Ratchet yet, come with two guns, though really only Ratchet uses two guns in that scene, I believe. It's been a little while since I've watched it, I gotta watch it again. You know, it's been days. And just like the other Studio Series, they do come with a little backdrop that shows the pilot seats that they were in before they were ruthlessly gunned down by the Decepticons in a sneak attack. And I mean, one of them's a medic. Peace. By the way, Ratchet comes with plastic things, so that's gonna make a mess on my table, but it's gonna be a little faster to get him out. They both come with shitty pieces of paper. So the boxes are kind of cool, but don't need them. So let's zoom in a little bit on these guys. Maybe even put them on the turntable of doom. So there's these Core Class figures, and we can take a look at the deco a bit. Some of the light is glaring off Ratchet a bit, but you can see them from all angles here. You can see the addition of the light bar on the back of Ratchet, so it's a slight remold, but otherwise, I mean, they have different heads, but I think the majority of it is likely identical. Looking at the deco, there's light blue windows for Ironhide. He's got a silver face. He's got these guns with red tabs on them. His shoulders are gray, and he's got an Autobot symbol on his belly, bumper, chest, something like that. And you can see that the tires down the bottom here are kind of a gray color. Maybe slightly lighter gray, or it could just be the same gray, and with the white, it's making it look a little lighter. For the wheels for Ratchet, who has Autobot symbols in kind of medical, almost like, what is this, a cicada kiss or something? No. But there's some kind of, it looks almost like an Elite Guard symbol, but it's some kind of medical symbol with Autobot symbols on them. He's got the painted unibrow thing, blue eyes. They both got blue eyes. All three of us have blue eyes. Incredible. He's got a lighter shade of blue for his windows and windshield. Silver face. Red hands as opposed to the dark gray hands of Ironhide, but both neat representations of the characters. I'm going to take out the guns for a moment just so you can see the hands a little bit more clearly, and then we're going to go into some posability. And just so neither of them feel left out, I'm going to do the lower half on one and the upper half on the other, because otherwise it's, you know, the same. But again, good looking bots, good representations of the characters. Now, with Ironhide, you can see he can do a full split. You can turn his lower legs, so he can do a full toes up, Jean-Claude Van Damme. Now, he is Core Class, so I'm not expecting nor getting ankle rockers, so that's fine. He does kind of twist a little bit at his waist. Just his back plate here could get in the way, so just be aware of that. You might have to shift it a little bit for him to really do the twist, like I did last summer. Now, not to leave poor Ratchet out, obviously he has the same lower body, same twisting, and if you just push forward on this plate on the back, that will free it up for twisting, but if you go too far, he looks doofy. The arms can go all the way around. bend at the elbow. Does have a swivel, which is nice. Can go all the way out to the side. He can tell you what it's like to be at the YMC. Okay, well, I'm not going to do the whole dance with him, but yeah, lots of swiveling. Good posability there. The shoulders, because of the transformation, I imagine, can go back. So he can be, or you can move them forward and be like, "Rrr, rrr." The head can turn, which, yes, it's on both of them. They can both turn. So good robot modes. I mean, small. These guys are only about 3¼ inches tall. So not huge, but still good representations of the characters. And yeah, well armed, 2 guns apiece. But we've seen them with their guns, so I'd rather take them into their vehicle modes. So I'm gonna look at Ironhide's instructions, which I suspect is gonna be very similar to the instructions for Ratchet. So there they are in their vehicle modes. As you can see, they're pretty much identical except for the light bar on top and of course the deco and colors. In fact, they even have identical background cards, which honestly I never really use. It's a nice idea, but to set those things up takes a lot of room, and I don't have enough room for my Transformers as it is. But there they are. You can see they have their weapons attached, which seems kind of weird for an ambulance to have 2 big guns, one on either side, so cause more accidents and death and destruction. I am glad that they put the red handles and the tabs on Ironhide's guns. Otherwise, they would be identical. Silver guns, it would be hard to tell them apart, so you wouldn't know which ones you lost. They don't really roll that well, though I have to say, Ratchet seems to roll a little bit better. I don't know why. But it also seems to me that Ratchet holds together a little bit better when you transform him. I don't know if they learned stuff when they made Ironhide before they made Ratchet, but he just seems a little more solid. I mean, this is not bad, but he does have a tendency to separate along the top, whereas Ratchet seems much more firm in there. It could just be the one I got, but seems to be doing okay for the moment. It doesn't roll as well, so I'd say Ratchet might have benefited from going second. It's kind of like auditions and karaoke and stuff like that. Do you really want to go first? Because then people have a tendency to forget you. I've done auditions for things at like conventions for voice acting, and if you go first, sometimes you're forgotten by the time they get to the end, or, you know, halfway through they decide to start giving some voice direction. So yeah, benefited by going second is what I think. But these are both really cool toys. I think they're like, core class are like $11.99 nowadays. Sheesh, feel old, because I remember when $11.99 would get you like a deluxe, or even give you some change when you got like a deluxe. But I like these guys. I am not quite a completist as I used to be, but I do try to get all the versions of my favorite characters. And of course, Ironhide is high up there on the list. I will put links down in the description for these guys in case you want to pick them up if you haven't already. If you already have, let me know what you think of them in the comments. And if you pick them up after watching this, definitely let me know in the comments below. So I do have to say the sides are lacking a little bit of the deco. There's no yellow stripe. It's, you know, there's nothing on the side that says emergency. So, but they're core class. What do you want? But while you're mulling getting these, go ahead and check out this video over here, which is a comparison between 2 different versions of Ironhide, the Masterpiece and the Studio Series. And of course, I hope you're enjoying these videos as much as I enjoy making them. We will see you next time. As always, have fun and good hunting.